Good Wednesday, everyone. I'm meteorologist Dave Snyder at the National Weather Service with Alaska statewide weather. A strong area of low pressure is working through the eastern Gulf and over southeastern Alaska this afternoon. High wind warnings are in effect through midnight tonight. Many will experience some very strong gusts, perhaps damaging gusts. Looks like gusts on the order of 60 to 65 miles per hour are possible in some areas, and seas will remain fairly high, especially along the coast. They could be upwards of 30 feet. Expect that to gradually subside through the daytime tomorrow. However, on high tides, you could see a surge of 1 to 2 feet. Look for storm force winds to continue across the eastern Gulf as the storm system moves northward. However, as we get a little bit further west in the Gulf, another wave of low pressure is a little bit weaker. That's stirring up some rain showers across Prince William Sound and areas around Bristol Bay. Even further west, an elongated and broad area of low pressure stretches across the Bering Sea from the North Pacific, where low pressure tonight drops to about 970 millibars. And a strong easterly flow around the Shumagins will be felt. Look for some gusts there and across the Alaska Peninsula. And as you move northward, running into cooler air, periods of rain and snow showers should be expected from the Pribilofs southward toward Unalaska and Dutch Harbor. Further west still, a broad southerly flow starts to pick up ahead of an approaching remnants of Typhoon Nuri as that moves toward Shemya and Attu. Watch for stronger winds to develop as we head into Friday. In fact, hurricane force winds are expected to develop by the end of the week. Low pressure across the Bering will continue to sit along a trough of low pressure, stretching all the way from eastern Siberia to the Pribilofs. Low pressure across the Gulf of Alaska moves northward a little bit more toward Kodiak Island at 974 millibars as an occlusion works across the central and eastern Gulf. A ridge of high pressure works over Haida Gwaii in southeastern Alaska, slowing winds but keeping rain focused on southeastern parts of Alaska. Meanwhile, the interior is going to be fairly quiet. Watch for some passing clouds across the upper Yukon Valley, maybe a little bit of a breeze. The strongest winds, though, will be around Kaktovik, where areas of snow and blowing snow may still be possible as we head toward the end of the week. As we get to that point, focus shifts westward once again as strong winds and a very strong area of low pressure works across the western Bering and the western Aleutians at or about, maybe even lower, than 930 millibars. As that works into the western Bering, expect high seas to develop. Some places there may be seeing as high as 43-foot seas. And storm force winds expected across the central and western Aleutians as we go into the weekend. With Alaska statewide weather, I'm meteorologist